Window size when I started this. So this is a fairly small window. It's also really loud. Holy crap, ow. That hurt my ears. That's a little better. Looks like this game is done in a very comic style. I'm not saying comic isn't funny, I mean comic book. At least that's the art style I'm getting out of it. That may be a bit too loud still. That's better. Yeah, ouch. Your ears and my ears. Shadows on the Vatican. Act 1 Greed. Cat is displeased. Really?
Here we are.
Can we redo this? Ow. Why did it... Game, why you do this? Hi, cat. If you cannot tell, I've got a cat with a butt in my face, literally, right now. Can you move, please? I don't mind petting you. I really don't. But I kind of need to be able to talk without having to talk through your butt. That gets awkward for everybody. And yeah, the game restored to full volume as soon as it switched. Why does it do this stuff? I don't know. If you want Da Vinci Code vibes, go play The Secret World.
What are you doing? We must regain altitude. We can't leave them. No! Your Eminence Delario! What?
And we go.
How could it happen? Why Delario?
An ex-priest said we can doctor to represent church, stands openly against the ecclesiastical authority, his trust in God since... Please do not regain full volume. Thank you.
Where did I put the phone?
Good. We'll keep you down here because that is an awfully loud sound effect. At least we get a tutorial. I don't think we're meant to understand anything that's going on there. Right now I am playing the game with one arm because the other arm belongs to Cat. Cat is kind of curled up on, well, laying down on my arm and snuggling in. Yeah, spacebar will reveal all hotspots, huh? Okay, the walking animation doesn't look completely terrible. That's a step up.
I think I know who he is. Hello?
James. Or maybe I should call you Doctor?
Only when I'm on duty, Cristoforo. Not when I'm on holiday.
I still can't imagine you in a white coat. The black suited you well.
You've never understood a thing about style.
I always said you should have been a model.
Listen, I'd like to thank you for all you did. And that friend of yours, the barman, he was really kind.
He was able to organize everything without a problem.
I believe it. Mario's more connected than anyone else in the neighborhood, and has more relatives as well.
When I decided to come back to Italy, I never could have imagined I would receive such support.
It's the least I could do. After all, you came early because of me.
It's just as well. If I hadn't received your invitation, I would have probably postponed my holiday once again, as I've been doing for years.
You haven't changed. Always the first in the class.
So, tell me everything. What did you want to show me? You've been so mysterious. Can we meet next week?
I'd like to see you sooner. How about now?
Okay.
Let's meet at Mario's bar, outside your house.
Of course. But can you tell me what this is about?
Africa, James.
What?
I'll be at the bar in half an hour.
I'll be there. Come in.
Okay, let's see if I can get speech volume up. Turn that down. Hopefully this works. Okay. Okay, we can left click.
Hello, Mario.
Hey, Doc, did you sleep well?
I slept like a log. The flat is perfect. Thank you.
Don't mention it. This place belonged to my brother-in-law. I had to evict him.
What? Are you kidding?
Of course. He's a traveler, you know, for work. One day he's here, the next day he's there. My office is the world, he says. And so this place is empty for months. Unfortunately, the TV doesn't work. So I'll have to repair it before you can use it. So no derby, Doc. But if you want, you can watch the match with us at the bar. Even if you don't seem that big a fan.
It's great. Thank you.
I repaired my brother-in-law's car. You can use it if you want. It's downstairs.
Bad Italian
I really don't know how to thank you, Mario.
Don't worry about it. As I always say, friends of my priest friends are my friends as well.
So apparently we got 3 new conversation topics here.
Why do you keep calling me Doc? There's no need to be formal. Call me James, please.
But I act this way with all the people, like you.
Which is...
Those who have more brain cells than I do. Of course, that's not such a difficult task.
I think you overestimate me, Mario.
Modest, wise, and above all, very clever. I wonder how many degrees you have.
Well, cleverness can't be measured by the number of degrees.
See? What did I tell you, Doc? This is wisdom.
I kind of like him.
Don't worry about the TV. It's okay this way. But you're wrong about me. I'm a great White Sox fan.
Never heard of them. Do they play in 3rd division?
It's a baseball team.
Baseball? That's a sport I've never understood. All those lines and rules, and why do they have to wear that big glove on just one hand?
It's not so complicated. Basically, the pitcher has to throw the ball
Oh
from
god,
a
this is not
distance
the
of
time to
about
explain the
20
rules of
meters.
baseball.
The batter has to hit it back as far as he can.
Oh, I see. Just like a penalty kick.
Sort of.
but without a foul in the penalty area.
In baseball, you usually try to avoid contact. The goal is to beat up the ball, not each other.
Ah, wimpy stuff! No offense, Doc.
No problem. But it's not always that way. In the hands of a true American, a baseball bat is also the best weapon against apartment thieves.
Maybe it's good against American thieves.
What do you mean?
If you stay here long enough, you discover that for yourself. Welcome to Italy, Doc.
Okay.
Did Father Cristoforo tell you I might need a car?
Actually, it was my idea. A holiday without a car is not a real holiday. And then, you know, we're in Rome. We have a tradition to defend. We don't have the kind of culture that, how do I say?
Are you referring to public transportation?
You have the gift of humor, Doc. Just like your friend. Very nice guy. That Father Cristoforo. He looks just like you, too. It's just that he's much more fatherly than you are.
Is it so obvious? I haven't been around the ecclesiastical community for a while.
Really? How long?
11 years.
And it wasn't an easy decision, was it?
What makes you say that?
Because you answered me instantly, without thinking. But your answer was very accurate. Hey, I wouldn't be a good barman if I didn't understand people. Oh, I almost forgot. Here you are. The car keys.
Mario, forgive me, but you seem hurt.
You're right, Doc. I so miss working on cars. Once I did it regularly, but now...
No, I mean literally. Your arm is bleeding.
Oh, this little cut is from a spark plug that didn't want to come out. Don't worry. As soon as I get back to the bar, I'll spill some 1998 Barolo wine on it, and it will be okay.
Oh, no, you need a few stitches. Let me do it, please.
Do you know a less painful way?
You're about to pour alcohol
This way is
straight on
less
it.
painful and much cheaper. I'll get the emergency kit.
Okay, let's see. I need to get the emergency kit from the cabinet.
A common needle and thread will come in handy. There's also a silicone tube. I could use it for some small work around the house. Unless Mario does it before me, of course.
We're just gonna carry caulk right around with us, huh?
This emergency kit will be useful. It's a common sewing needle. This is a common thread used for sewing.
Can't right-click on that to get a description.
A small tube of silicone. The keys of the car Mario provided me. My phone. Just a few euros. And I think there are some dollars at the bottom. The good book. I always feel better carrying the one thing that reminds me who I am and what I want to be.
I can't get a shortcut on the emergency kits. Okay, let's see. I can check the radio, the shower, and the sink. Yeah. Try to open it by right-clicking. That's why.
I've opened it. There's everything you need for emergency dressing.
Just filling up the inventory. Try to use the cotton with the peroxide. Really?
This bottle seems almost empty. I'll take the cotton and pour on the remaining peroxide.
Just filling up my inventory. Okay, so let's see.
Already done. I'm okay. I've already heard the news. I already shaved. There's nothing else to pick up.
Anything else? Nope. Okay, looks like we're ready to go out and sew up the guy's arm.
Is there any problem, Doc?
No, Mario. I'm only collecting what I need for your wound. I'll tend it right away. I'll use just one piece of cotton. I'm warning you, Mario. This could sting a little.
Go ahead. It can't be worse than the Velletri Bianco I poured on the wound 2 months ago.
Done.
You sure know how to keep away from cheap wines, Doc.
Guess a cheap wine would actually work. Let's gauze him up.
I can't dress the wound without stitching it.
Stitch it first, huh?
Good idea, but if I really... No, I don't think it's a
Stove.
I should turn it on first. I'll turn it on.
Okay, this is going to drive me absolutely nuts.
Okay, I can sterilize the needle this way.
Good and sterile needle.
I better turn off the stove now.
The hair isn't moving. The hair has to move.
Yes, now that I've finally sterilized the
hair has to
needle, I
move
can
to
insert
clip
the
through
thread.
things. Actually, he is a qualified doctor. This guy is. We aren't, but you know.
I must confess, Doc, I've got a problem with needles.
I'll be very delicate. Trust me.
Well...
I can sympathize. I do not like needles
Ouch!
either.
Hey, you were right. I didn't feel a thing.
Except for what made you go,
Hold on.
ouch.
We're almost done, Mario. Voila. Done.
Amazing. I don't even feel pain anymore.
It was just a small wound.
Modesty is a gift of you priests, isn't it?
Ex-priests. Yeah. Cristoforo. I'm going to meet him in a few minutes. Just outside the bar.
My bar? I've wasted too much of your time. Let me lead the way then.
Thanks.
Achievement unlocked. James Murphy, doctor. So the animations are not terrible, but they
This
are
morning
kind of
I received an
sliding
excellent
along.
bottle of grappa from the wine cellar of my Apulian parents-in-law. It was for the bar, but I was thinking of drinking it myself. But after everything you did, it's all yours.
Oh, no. You fixed the car and I fixed you. That seems fair to me. Besides, I try to keep away from alcohol.
What is this I'm hearing? Let me guess. You haven't read a single newspaper since you arrived here, have you?
Actually, no. I've had no time to do that.
I thought so. I suggest you keep this bottle very close for when you read the political pages.
I suppose you don't accept no as an answer.
I'm the owner of a bar. People usually beg me for a bottle.
So we get a bottle of wine.
Thank you very much, Mario.
Now I have to go back to work. Best regards to your friend.
Of course.
Good Lord, I'd really like to have your accent, Doc.
That's the exit.
This is the grappa bottle Mario gave me. I soaked this piece of cotton with a little bit of peroxide.
Not supposed to use peroxide on cuts, really.
The good book. I always feel better carrying the one thing that reminds me who I am and what I want to be. Patients hate it, but I really don't know what I would do without this tool.
Okay.
Better leave it where it is.
I just wanted to look at it.
I don't want to watch TV now. I try to keep away from this stuff.
Chupa Chups. Okay.
Yes?
James, where are you?
I'm in front of the bar, just like you told me.
Forgive me, I don't think I can come.
Oh, well, don't worry, we can postpone it until...
You can still meet me now. I'm at the Santa Brigita's house in Piazza Farnese. Do you remember how to get there?
Yes, I think so.
I can trust you, can't I?
Of course,
And things are going down.
but... Is everything okay?
Sorry, I can't explain now. Try to come as fast as you can.
Okay, but just tell me...
Hurry up, James.
He seemed... terrified to me. I've never heard him that way. I'd better hurry up.
Just mosey over to the car.
It's locked.
Move quickly around drawings and then quickly map house. Don't have any other things, huh? Just the two. No, scalpels usually are not used, especially when screaming happens.
No! Cristoforo! He's still alive. Call an ambulance. I said call an ambulance! Quick!
They may not speak
The
English,
patient is ready to be
James.
taken to the hospital. Are you coming with us, sir?
No. I'll follow later.
You know, I turned down the music.
James, you were right.
I'm here now.
I was afraid of this.
Shh. Don't strain yourself. Cristoforo was scared to death, and he didn't seem to trust anyone. Maybe I should have a look at what he left before someone else can get their hands on it.
Apparently the music needs to be even further down. Because good Lord, that was drowning everything out.
I don't think it will be helpful. No, I know the contents very well. Besides, it doesn't seem like a useful clue to me.
Hey, you! What are you doing? Shouldn't we wait? I don't know. I mean, you can't take that stuff. Or maybe you can.
I'm only trying to understand what's happened to my friend.
He fell down the stairs.
Was he alone?
Yes, apart from me. I was in the other room and... Wait a moment. You are not accusing me, are you?
Absolutely not. But the police could ask you...
What? The police? Oh, no. No, no, no. Please, if you're Father Cristoforo's friend, take all you want, but please, don't get me in trouble.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Thank you. It's a good thing she's leaving me alone. I need to discover as much as possible without interference.
Or are you finally ready to get up and walk around? Of course, you're going to walk around right in front of the monitor. Thanks for that. Yeah, the nun has some issues, apparently. You really had to walk all the way around to look at the book.
I'll let the authorities deal with it.
Cat hair all over me. Freaking long-haired cat. So, a few things to look at.
No, I don't think it will be helpful. There's nothing I need there. Why should I? I don't live here.
Now you got stairs, rooms.
No, I didn't rent a room. I have no reason to go upstairs.
Really?
I haven't got time now.
So we've looked at everything in here. Fair enough. And we get a notepad with 3795.
I don't have time to read right now.
Okay, we can't even get a description of it, but book. That yes, said Dio on it.
I can't leave until I've found all possible clues in this room. I need...
Okay.
I don't think the sister would be happy if I... Better leave it here. There's nothing I need there. I have no reason. I'll let the authorities deal with it. No, I don't think it will.
I don't see anything else to click on.
I can't leave until I've found all possible clues in this
Really?
room. I need something that helps me. Why should I offer her a bottle of grappa? She's the nun managing the residence. They keep the room keys in there. This is a portrait of Santa Brigida of Sweden, founder of the Order of the Holy
left
Savior,
and right click.
of
you
which
get the
this
things.
guest house is a part.
Fair enough.
A calendar with an advertisement for this place. The celebration of a saint corresponds to each day. There's a guest book and some brochures. It's a leather strap. It seems to be torn from a bag. It seems like a collection of psalms composed by King David, Joseph's forefather. He's the same David who challenged Goliath, the giant. I love that story. I found Cristoforo here, with his face on the floor. He was very frightened on the phone. It seems he fell down the stairs. I'm not a detective, but it can't be a coincidence.
You just have a clumsy
Cristoforo was
friend.
pushed.
Not everything
There's a
is
library and a
conspiracy.
beautiful terrace upstairs. This way is the guest house. She's the nun managing the residence. There's a guest book and some brochures. I don't think it will be helpful. I'd better go to the hospital to see how Cristoforo is
I just
doing.
had to get the... whatever. Why I had to click on everything and get more detail on... I guess to get the pushed clue or whatever. Now those bracelets not coming off anytime soon. Maybe it will.
Cardinal Bremen. He probably knows about his collaborator's accident, but he's certainly not a man who sheds tears.
Again, I'm sorry if the music is too loud, but I've got the music down to like way, way down there. And for some reason they made certain parts of the music just much louder than anything else. Go figure. I think they put that music in with the voice mix, instead of with the music. It's okay. Delario died in Africa in the cutscene we saw at the very beginning. And that was James's mentor. That's what I'm getting out of that. Said we need to go to the hospital. Where's the hospital? Loading. Maybe Mario knows where the hospital is.
I think I should inform him about the sad news. Listen, Mario. Father Cristoforo.
Oh, I know what happened to him. I couldn't believe it. Were you able to talk to him before he...
Not as I planned.
I'm really sorry for your friend. I feel so powerless when something like this happens.
That's not true. Nobody is powerless if he's willing to help.
We can always pray, right?
Yes, we can pray. And maybe we can
God
try to
helps
do other
those who
things
helps
too.
himself.
You know, I'm ready to help any way you want, Doc.
Thank you so much, Mario. I've got nothing to ask him right now.
Like the location of the hospital? Because we don't have it on our map?
In God's name. I know this book very well. It's a long essay written by David Yallop, an English writer who investigated the death of Pope Giovanni I. Among other things, the book concentrates on some shady business dealings involving the IOR, the Vatican Bank, plus the relationships between members of the Holy See and the Freemasons, various banks, and Roman organized crime in the 70s and 80s. A sad page in church history. But why did Cristoforo take a copy of the book with him?
Good question.
I'll take them all. I think I should know more about them. Their position in the book could not be accidental, so I'll also remember the pages.
Oh goody, we got trading cards.
These are the bookmarks I found in Cristoforo's book.
Anything else in this book? That's a lot of reading. Okay. Might mean something later, but right now it's kind of early, isn't it? 3795. Whoops.
Better leave it where it is. He seems to be quite an important person.
He's Mario Punzo, my Neapolitan cousin. He taught me to put everything I have into the job. I wouldn't be here without him. But we haven't met for months.
Mario has a good selection here. This is the bar TV. I suppose it only shows soccer games.
Nothing else in here.
He's Mario, professional barman and part-time handyman.
See, and I still don't have a way to the hospital.
This is one of the shops of Rione Regola. You can enter the church from this side. The Church of Santa Brigida was built where Brigida of Sweden lived. It was built in the Middle Ages on behalf of Pope Bonifacio IX, who canonized her.
Oh, here you are again. Have you got news about your friend?
Not good, unfortunately. The fall has caused internal bleeding, and now he's in a coma.
How do we know this?
Oh dear. Will he recover?
Nobody knows.
Oh, Saint Brigida, please protect our unlucky brother.
She's the nun managing the residence. Hello, sister.
God bless you for your help. I don't know what I would have done without you.
I wish I could have done more.
Just my luck. It had to be today when I'm all alone. Can you promise not to tell anyone about this?
Don't worry. I'm neither a journalist nor a big mouth.
So what are you? Wait a minute. If it wasn't for the way you're dressed and your accent, I'd say you're one of us.
I left the priesthood many years ago. Now I'm a doctor.
Oh, that's why. A doctor. In fact, it seemed to me before, with your friend on the floor, you were at ease.
I'm much more at ease when my friends stand on their feet, actually.
Oh, sorry. I said a stupid thing, didn't I?
Never mind. We're all a bit shocked.
She does have a helmet, this is true.
I haven't seen anyone else around. Why are you all alone?
Oh my God, why did this have to happen today? Of all days. They trusted me to stay here alone for a few days. What a terrible coincidence!
Where did they go?
Well, here and there, but most of them went on a pilgrimage to Medjugorje with the Mother Superior. I would have loved to go with them, but I have this problem with airplanes. And I think there must be a reason God created us without wings. Have you ever been to Medjugorje?
Once, when I was younger.
And what did you see?
Not much.
Oh, I understand. You're the type of cynical man who always says, non constante. Oh, what is the expression? Supernatural, isn't it?
De supernaturalitate. I try to analyze miracles and apparitions cum grano salis. It's just caution, that's all.
It seems to me your studies have taken you far from the right road. You had a crisis of faith, didn't you?
I've dealt with so many crises in my life I can fill a long list. But faith is not on that list. You rent rooms in this convent, right?
Yes, of course. Do you need one?
No, thank you. I've already found a place to stay.
The Brigadine nuns can offer you such a relaxing stay. We even have a big library upstairs. It was not by chance that your friend chose this place. Hey, now that I think about it, you can keep him company. Sorry, sometimes I talk too much. They call me Sister Big Mouth. It's the nickname the Mother Superior gave me.
Don't you worry, Sister
Candida. It's just that I'm not used to having complicated assignments, like this one, for example.
What do you usually deal with?
I help in the lunch hall. Oh my God, I hope I'm not thrown out after what happened today. Listen, young man, this is a decent place. And if someone knew I wasn't careful enough, well, I haven't done anything wrong, right? It was just an accident. Please don't spread the news around.
I won't, sister. I am a discreet person, and I know it wasn't your fault. The concern this woman shows for Cristoforo's health really touches my heart, but it's better this way. I don't want other people to be involved in this situation, at least until I understand what the hell is going on here.
I should really set up a hosting thing. A hosting alert.
I ran here as soon as I heard you screaming. How long had Cristoforo been in that condition?
Oh, no more than 5 minutes. I went away just for a second. God moves in mysterious ways.
Or maybe someone was waiting for her to leave.
I'm so sorry you couldn't even say hello to him. You're not from here, right? Your accent...
You're right. Cristoforo and I met a long time ago. After seminary. We worked together at the Vatican for a few years. But I'm from Chicago, and I went back there a few years ago to work as a doctor.
Oh, America. Is it true you keep a Bible in every hotel?
Yes, mostly.
Are there so many Catholic hotels?
Actually, the evangelicals hand out Bibles for the hotels.
Evangelicals? Bah, I don't really like their intrusive
And
methods.
I have a cat in my
Well...
Don't you agree?
Partially.
Thanks, cat.
But some consider it more intrusive to bind people to religious faith from birth through the sacraments.
Have you got something against the Catholic Church, young man?
It's a long story. And very complicated. How long did Cristoforo stay here?
Not long, I'd say. 5 or 6 days. Actually, it was rare to see him around here.
What do you mean?
Well, you see, your friend was a very private person. He wasn't how do I say this, a sociable kind of man.
That doesn't seem like Cristoforo's typical behavior at all. Do you mean he avoided any contact?
Let's just say it was unusual to see him around. As far as I know, he went to his room only once, and he gave back his keys and never went back inside again.
Didn't he come back at night?
Sometimes we saw him coming back, but he spent all night in the library upstairs without entering his room. In fact, his key has always been on the key rack. 2 days ago I found him sleeping among the books. I offered him coffee, but he refused and left in a hurry.
Did he seem nervous for some reason?
Oh my God, why should he be nervous?
Just curiosity. We've been away from each other for such a long time.
Oh, I wouldn't say he was nervous. He was certainly very busy, always with his head in the clouds and tired. Distracted, yeah. I bet that's the reason he fell down the stairs.
That is definitely not Cristoforo's style. Did you see anyone entering before me a few hours ago by any chance?
I've been alone the whole time. As I was saying, Father Cristoforo wasn't here very often, so I wasn't even sure he was here before the accident.
Okay, moving the window because cat.
Thanks for everything, sister.
Please, come back whenever you want.
Yeah, I guess we did have to go to the hospital off camera.
I have no reason to go upstairs. No, I didn't rent a room.
Yes, cat, I know you're here. You don't have to paw at me. You really don't. Goodness. You act like I haven't paid any attention to you whatsoever. See what else we can look at around here.
This is one of the shops of Rione Regola. I don't want to go in. I'm almost allergic to places where wealth is so prominently displayed.
Okay, not much.
You can enter the church from this side. The Church of Santa Brigida was built where Brigida of Sweden lived.
I am petting the kitty.
It was built in the Middle Ages on behalf of Pope Bonifacio IX, who canonized her. I no longer believe it's necessary to enter a church to talk with God. To the best of my recollection, this church was entirely rebuilt in the 18th century.
Okay, so not much going on there. Let's go back into our rented room and find out exactly what, if anything, changed here.
Maybe later. I haven't had time to unpack everything. I've only been here for a couple of days.
Right by a bakery is not a bad place
Useless.
to be.
It's broken. Mario said the TV doesn't work. He'll fix it later. I'll turn it on. Better turn it off. I'll have to use all my culinary knowledge while I'm in Italy. I've had enough of that kind of work today. Living alone, I'm used to working with these kinds of tools. I'll have to change it. It's from last year. I've got nothing against symbols, but I've already got my Bible with me. I think it was left here by Cristoforo as a subliminal message. He never accepted the fact that I abandoned the priesthood.
No new messages. So No external peripherals. Okay, well, if I need Google, I've got Google. I'm going to call it Google.
This shower is certainly appropriate to the style. Nothing useful here. In Chicago, I'm used to the double knobs, but this one is more practical. This amazing symbol of civilization is undoubtedly the thing I missed most about this country.
Achievement unlocked for that. Okay. Well,
These are the bookmarks I found in Cristoforo's book. No. These holy pictures have been placed between the pages for a reason. I have to find out why.
yeah, bidet. Considering how we deal with that, you know, we take paper and scrape it off. Justice departments were essential to engagement to home. This cat is not making it easy to do what I need to do here. But I'm kind of out of leads.
My phone. I wouldn't know who to call. Just a few euros. The good book.
Hmm.
Three, 7, 9, 5. It could refer to anything. This is the grappa. These are the bookmarks I found in Cristoforo's book. No. These are the book. No.
Huh. I have no idea what we're doing. I really don't. I got, like, no leads. And I've only got the 2 places I can explore. Maybe Mario has some new information for us. Yeah, we don't even have an objective. Hey, person that I cannot talk to. Okay.
I've got nothing to ask him right now. No. These holy... I wouldn't know who to call.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like we even have... we don't... Like, I'm gonna have to look up a walkthrough just to see what I'm supposed to be doing. Which means I've got to eject the kitty from my arms. Because I got literally no idea what I'm supposed to be doing right now. It didn't look like there was anything specific. Oh. Okay. I am very bad at noticing things, apparently. Yeah, Or the game is broken. There's supposed to be an exit over here. Or it just automatically do. Or that's the right one. Okay. Oh. Okay. Apparently I did do the right thing earlier with that, and that the bit where we ran into that other priest was the hospital. That was the hospital scene.
Why should I? Which one is the key to Cristoforo's room?
It's in that bunch of keys at the top right.
And what do the other keys open?
Nothing that belongs to this place, that's for sure. They've been added by your friend.
Can I take Cristoforo's keys?
Why do you want them?
I'm collecting my friend's personal belongings.
I'm sorry, young man. I know your intentions are good, but every infraction has a price here. After all that's happened today, I don't think they'll just send me back to the lunch hall. This time they'll send me away completely.
I see. Thanks anyway. Those must be the keys Cristoforo left here.
That was not heavily helpful. That was about Cat. You're being as helpful as the game right now.
These are the book...
Do I need to click anything in here? It says to mess with this next. Okay. But that didn't actually do anything, did it? Okay, now what?
This is where I found Cristoforo lying on the floor. I'll let the authorities deal with it.
Yeah, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Better leave it here. A calendar with an advertisement for this place. The celebration of a saint corresponds to each day. Yes, I'll search for the days when the bookmarked saints are celebrated. Done.
Okay.
These are the 5 bookmarks I found in Cristoforo's book. I checked the dates the saints are celebrated. St. Alexis Falconieri, celebrated on February 17th. St. James the Apostle, celebrated on May 3rd. St. Joseph, celebrated on March 19th. St. John of Nepomuc, celebrated on January 5th. St. Stanislaus of Szczepino, celebrated on April 11th. I should have the information I need. I'll put the bookmarks back in place.
Are you kidding me?
No, I don't think that's the right word. No, I don't think that's the right word.
Right word.
No, I don't think that's the right word. It would be better if the bookmarks St. Alexis Falconieri, celebrated on the 17th of February.
Uh-huh.
Yes, the holy picture shows this word.
Oh, God. This is some dense
St. James
stuff.
the Apostle, celebrated on May 3rd.
5, 1, 2, 3.
This should be the word indicated.
This is dense.
St. Joseph, celebrated on March 19th. This should be the right word. St. John of Nepomuc, celebrated on January 5th. Yes, it should be this one.
Okay. What I got from the walkthrough, because this is not really kind of... You have to piece together some real fine threads of logic. Basically, it kept talking about how the bookmarks were special and all that because they each had saints on them. You were supposed to use the calendar here in the hospital to find out when the specific dates are celebrated. When the specific saints are celebrated on which days. Somehow that allows you to put them in the right place in the book, and then you've got to use the day and month to determine which words we're circling in this book. So we've got cooperative, Ostia, bank, and credit.
St. Stanislaus of Shepano, celebrated on April 11th.
So 11th line, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3.
No, I don't think that's the right word. No, I don't think that's the right word. St. Stanislaus of Shepano, celebrated on April 11th.
3, 4.
I think this is the right word.
Of. Okay.
The words I circled form the name of a bank. Cooperative Credit Bank of Ostia. Maybe this is a clue or some kind of note from Cristoforo, but it's my only lead.
I'm just... God, that's dense. And really, really early in the freaking game to be pulling stuff like that.
The Cooperative Credit Bank of Ostia.
Yeah, we gotta go to the bank. So...
To be honest, I don't trust it that much. Transparency and trust. A bank for everyone. I'm not used to stealing. It seems like a collection of prayers. I'm not interested in these. Fund proposals, financial investigations, graphics. Is there anything more boring?
I'm beginning to think of a few things. Nothing...
There's a customer in line. I should wait my turn. She's an old lady with bright eyes. It's not appropriate to bother him. She's busy with another customer. She's a young employee. Right now, she's busy with a customer. She's an old lady with bright eyes. Hello.
Oh, hello. God listens to my prayers.
What?
Well, as soon as I saw you coming in, I prayed that you'd come over and talk to me.
Really? Why?
The hell
You
accent
know,
is
a
this?
handsome guy like you arriving right here?
Well, yeah. Actually, I'm here because...
You are really broad-shouldered. Do you work out at the gym?
Well, sometimes I swim a couple of lengths.
And your accent is very unusual.
So is
You're not
yours.
from here, right?
I didn't think we were
No.
near Russia.
I'm American.
Ah, American. Yes, finally I found a handsome and rich man. Come on, don't be upset, young man. I think you misunderstood me. Do you see the girl behind the front desk? She's my daughter. I
Oh,
hope
God.
you understand. It's just that I'd really like to be a grandmother.
Oh God, no!
She's over 30 now. So...
I think that everything I say can and will be used against me.
By the way, Paula, hurry up. There's a nice guy waiting here.
I'm going as fast as I can, Mom.
Youth of today. They do not realize they should not miss the boat.
Uh-huh.
So, the employee is your daughter?
Oh, it's so nice of you to show how much you care. Don't you think so, honey? Isn't he sweet?
Mom, please, I'm working.
Ha! I
Oh
can't
yeah,
believe
this is
it.
embarrassing for everyone.
How long has she
involved.
been working here?
Oh, not long. She took the place of my poor husband. You can ask her for any information. She's really good at her job. I mean, she doesn't do anything else, you see. That includes her non-existent social life.
Well, I suppose everyone has their own priorities.
But she's wasting the best years of her life, right? At that age, I wasn't like her at all. When I was her age, Antonio and I, well,
I feel so
my
sorry for her
husband and
daughter.
I used to take the car and go to that dark street where all couples go. And then, how many back seats were ruined in those days?
This is not what I wanted to think
Mom.
about right now.
Oh, come on. He's a young man, right? Tell me who didn't do these things as a young person. And you should do them too, my dear. By the way, young man, did you come here by car?
No, not at all. I always use public transport. I'm sorry about your husband.
Thank you. He was a good man. When he kept away from Peperanata, I mean.
You said that he worked here?
Yes, my Antonio was employed by this bank. They accepted his early retirement application so our daughter could take his place.
Was he sick?
No, I would say he was only very, very tired. He was the only one working in the family, you know. At the beginning, it wasn't easy at all. When he retired, he was under a lot of pressure at work, and I think he also lost interest in what he did. You know what I mean?
Why's that?
I've never understood the reason, but I'm pretty sure it was not the most exciting job in the world.
I'm sorry, we haven't introduced ourselves yet. My name is James.
Oh, what a nice name. Very American. I am Anna Marano. You know, I took my husband's surname. I haven't used my maiden name since I got married. After all, I think it's right, don't you? A woman
YouTube is
honors her
apparently
husband's
dead, huh?
name, while his duty is to work, to maintain and protect his family.
I have the feeling she's trying to tell me something.
So do
Please,
I.
Mom, don't torture people.
Oh, why don't you hush up, baby? Your role in this world is to marry and procreate. This is the destiny of all women. This is the ordained scheme of things.
Got it. I've entered a space-time rip, and this is the Middle Ages.
I know what you're thinking, James. Maybe I seem like an old-fashioned woman. But you see, after what happened to my Antonio, we have been alone. And so I have nothing left to do but take care of Paula. This is why I always come here to bring her lunch. If I don't take care of that, I mean, don't you think she is pale?
Yeah, but I don't
And
think
how
it's
can
from
she
lack of
find a
eating.
man if she doesn't put on some weight in the right places?
Please, Mom, I can take care of myself.
You need me, dear. Believe me. And you also need the direct help of the Almighty.
Really?
Of course. I'm usually here during the day and say some prayers I found in this book. I ask God to send my baby a good-looking man that will break the monotony of her boring life. And you know what? God really exists.
Wow. I must say, this is, well, a strange reason to have such confidence.
Obviously, you underestimate yourself, young man.
Yeah, that poor dude, he's just trying to get this transaction done, and he's having to hear this old woman
I have to go.
bicker with her daughter.
See you later.
Hope to see you soon, young man.
Oh, God. Oh, thank God. We have so much apologizing to do here.
Hello. Here we are.
Please forgive me if I made you wait.
Wonderful! James and Paula are becoming friends.
And forgive my mother.
Oh, I think your mother is amazing.
You should never encourage her.
You must accept the situation, my dear. Everybody likes me.
You've been very tolerant. Thank you so much.
Well, so what's all this formality? Why don't you call each other by your first names?
I would be very pleased to do that.
As I said before, you're very tolerant, James. So, are you here to open a bank account?
Actually, I'm here on the advice of a friend, so I would only like to ask you some information.
Go on.
No offense, but I didn't even know this bank existed.
That's quite normal. The Cooperative Credit Bank of Austria is a low-profile institute, and it has no other branch apart from this one.
I see.
This is something we consider an advantage, as we're really a family bank. Even the staff is
What
just like
type of family?
Often children take the place of their parents. Look at me.
So you're completely autonomous?
Generally, yes. Sometimes we receive help, but just in specific situations.
What kind of situations?
Funds for works of charity, for example.
Whew.
So, you're carrying on your father's work?
Exactly.
And how do you like it?
Not bad. I can't complain. Although I need permission just to go to the restroom, and it's all so boring.
I can understand that.
Listen, my mother likes you, so I'll be honest with you. This job was nothing more than a replacement opportunity.
What do you mean?
My father asked for early retirement for health reasons. At that time, I was unemployed, and so...
But you stayed here.
Yeah, he wasn't happy at all that I took his place. But his pension wasn't enough, and we needed someone in the family to work. I stayed only because I couldn't find anything else. You know, the crisis.
Why did your father not want you to work here?
I don't know. In his last days, he seemed to develop a sort of intolerance towards this place. But probably he only wanted the best for me, like all parents do, I suppose.
Antonio Morano wanted to keep his daughter far from this bank for some reason. I don't think Paula knows the real reason.
Dear Dad, if he knew I was still here.
Don't worry. I'm sure you're doing your very best to make him proud.
Oh, James, you're so sweet.
Mom, we're trying to talk. Would you mind?
God.
It's not my fault that you speak so loud.
Yeah, I am not a fan of that trope myself. Whew.
You mentioned this bank receives funds for works of charity.
Yes, we receive support for that kind of financing.
From who?
From the Istituto per le Opere di Religione. The Vatican Bank, as many call it.
Is this place connected to the IOR?
No, not exactly, but sometimes it supports our institute for this kind of business. We've got a little office that takes care of this.
I see.
I understand that for a little bank like this one, the IOR may seem like a very big deal.
I read about the IOR in the book Cristoforo left down at the guest house, so Cristoforo was investigating here. This must be the right lead. The problem is that without his help, this lead could have already reached the end of the line.
If that's a granny from Little Nightmares, please tell me we do not have swimming segments coming up.
Thanks for helping me.
My pleasure, James.
I've got nothing else to ask her.
Okay. I think we have to talk to you again, don't we?
Mrs. Morano.
Oh, James, I beg your pardon.
For what?
Well, you see, just by chance, I overheard your conversation with my good ear.
By chance?
And a small detail came to mind. Recently, a man came to my house asking the same questions as yours. You know, about my husband, his job, and the bank? A tall man, very kind and wearing a black suit. Not so different from you, James.
Cristoforo.
It's just that... Well, how to explain? He didn't have your charm, my dear.
What did you talk about?
Well, of course, I immediately asked him if he was married. You know, for my daughter. But guess what? He said he was a priest. What bad luck! Hey, wait a minute. You aren't a...
No, I'm not a priest. I'm starting to consider writing it on my shirt.
Oh well, it's not so important. You're American, right? And priests can get married in America.
Not every priest. Marriage is permitted only to Anglican priests, for example.
What? Oh, I don't understand all these religions at all. Such as the one with that fat god, always seated.
Anglican religion is just a
talking
form
about
of
Buddha?
Christianity.
We're kind of
Just
far
like
off the path of
Catholicism.
Catholicism there.
Oh, really? Don't know. Never heard of it.
And Buddha is not a god. But I think it's better to get out of this vortex.
Yes, it
Mrs.
is.
Morano.
Oh yes, sorry. So this fellow was particularly interested in an old book of my Antonio's. I don't know what was written in it. It was too boring for me to read. But near the end, I saw my husband writing a lot of things in it. Things about work, I suppose.
Is it possible to see it?
I haven't got it anymore. You see, the priest insisted that I lend him the book for a few days. I didn't feel like giving him something that belonged to my dear Antonio, but he practically begged me, and he offered me something in exchange.
What was that?
That book of prayers you see on the table over there.
So that is Cristoforo's book.
I couldn't refuse the exchange, you understand. It would have been just like, I don't know, refusing a gift sent directly by the
I'm
Lord.
not a fan of this woman
And
either.
believe me, it's better if he's not angry with me, especially at this time. Moreover, the priest told me the book was very, very important to him.
Did he explain why?
Yes, and that's the strangest thing. You see, he said the book of prayers was given to him by one of his American friends, a priest called James.
I'm pretty sure I never gave that book to Cristoforo.
What a fool that I didn't understand before. You are American, right? And your name is James. So it's either an incredible coincidence or...
I know that man.
Exactly.
Mrs. Morano, it's very important for me to have a look at that book of prayers.
Well...
Is there any problem?
Listen, James. You're a nice guy, and I'm sure you're perfect for my daughter.
Thank you. I think.
But I'm very protective of my personal things, especially those that allow me to ask favors of God.
Is she talking about prayers?
But even apart from that, don't you think it's strange that you'd like to take back a gift you gave to a friend?
Yeah. It's just... It's a long story that Cristoforo has invented. And I need to understand why.
I have no proof that you're the same James, the one the priest talked about. Do you understand me?
But I told you I know him. We're old friends. His name is Cristoforo.
I don't remember his name. Anyway, it could be a coincidence. I believe in coincidences, you know. Like the fact that the name of my neighbor's daughter is Anna, just like me. Isn't it incredible?
It's a small world.
The James he was talking about was a priest, like
I'm not
him.
about to beat the
but
granny,
you told
no.
me before you're not a priest.
As a matter of fact, I was a priest.
Okay then, call him so I can be sure you're friends.
I can't. Cristoforo had an accident. Now he's in the hospital.
Oh, that kind man. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope his condition is not serious. Well, let's do it this way. Convince me you were a priest. I am sure you have something that can prove it, right?
So you got to prove that we
I don't
were
know
a
what to show her.
priest. Bible?
Here's my Bible. How many people do you know with a Bible in their pocket? And how many people do I know with a book of prayers in their pocket?
Wow, that's an awfully big pocket.
Please, Anna. I really need that book.
All right then. But don't take it away with you, okay? And when you're finished, please remember, You owe me a favor.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Let's see.
Now that I have permission,
The hell was that animation? Yeah. Yeah, I really don't want to know what this favor is going to be.
it's signed James, but it's in Cristoforos' handwriting. What did he want to tell me? I should write it down in the notepad.
That doesn't work. That middle line only has 5 words. When you will roam in the darkness, look at the cross, and the light will extend its longer arm to show you the way. Huh.
I can't do this with my bare hands.
So there's a big lump in there.
I've already written this inscription down in my notepad. It's signed James, but it's in Cristoforos' handwriting. What did he want to tell me? It seems there's something under there.
I know one way to get a lump out of a page. No? Can I bring in my inventory when it's out here? Yes, I can. Okay.
It seems there's a coin, or something like a small medal. It's a small medal with the picture of a saint. There's a Latin inscription on the back. The picture on the small medal represents Pope Leone I. There's an inscription on its back. Ecclesiam Sancti Leonis de Leprignano. Cristoforo wanted me to recover this if something happened to him. Maybe I should investigate more. I'll write down the Latin sentence in my notepad.
Okay.
Here's your book.
Oh, thank you, James.
Okay, we gave the book back. We owe you nothing.
Well, time to go then. Thanks again for your help.
Wait a minute, young man. You owed me a favor, don't you remember?
No. We don't remember.
Yeah.
Bad memory.
Right.
Amnesia.
Sorry.
There are drugs involved
What's
in
it
the
about?
bracelet.
I'm guessing either wedding bells or sugared almonds.
You must promise a date to my daughter.
Oh, God.
No kidding. Well,
Come on, I helped you. Have you forgotten?
yeah. Okay.
Don't say anything.
I heard you, dear.
Miss Morano,
Paula.
Paola, I think that...
If you'd like to go on a date with me, call me up. Here's my number.
we'll
Bye.
see each other again.
It's a start. Thank you so
Yes,
much,
you
young
could
man.
see it a mile
Bye-bye.
away, but I didn't want to. Zen Master. Really? That is a thing that just happened. Okay, now what you want to bet. I'm actually going to need to search that term on Google. I don't care what they're calling it.
Ecclesiam Sancti Leonis de Leprignano is written on the back of the small medal. Church of San Leone from Leprignano. According to history, Leone I was the only one who managed to stop the advance of the Huns guided by the powerful Attila. He was the first pope to receive the title of the Great, and the Catholic Church worships him as a saint. Leprignano is the ancient name of the village Capena. The name was changed in 1933.
Oh God, that is severely unfortunate. Ooh, I wonder if the game designers even realized what they did. Ooh, that is a little, little unfortunate. Ooh, look at the web address. Right up here. That's a little unfortunate. Stands for Worldopedia, but the website I am searching for information on the Catholic Church is WAP. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Just a tiny bit. Whew.
The search engine directed me to an old church of Capena dedicated to Saint Leone. That must be the place Cristoforo wanted me to go.
I hope that was a mistake. Whew. That was unfortunate. Yeah, if you do not know, you don't want to know.
So this is the famous Church of Capena. I'll ask the keeper if it's possible to take a visit.
As
I'm
I
guessing
said before,
Argentina.
this church is our pride.
In Argentina,
Thanks a lot
they'd
for
be a lot
accompanying
less likely
me.
to realize
It's
that.
really beautiful. How long have you been working as a church keeper here?
Practically always.
Wow. You must really love your job.
I was born and grew up here in Capena. The church has always been one of the greatest attractions for tourists.
I understand Mario
My family
64.
owes so much to St. Leone.
I'm beginning to think I'd
We've been the
prefer
church
that.
keepers for 4 generations.
I'm really impressed. I love small villages like Capena for their ability to pass down traditions from generation to generation.
Sorry, I would have this cut off. I would just take a pair of scissors and snip that, because that would drive me nuts.
Can you remember if a priest about my age, with brown hair, Italian, has been here recently?
Let me think.
I hope he has a good memory. It would be of great help right now.
Yes, now that you mention it, I remember that a priest came here no more than a few days ago.
Really? Can you also remember what you talked about? Or what he was interested in?
To tell the truth, he didn't ask many
It's an
questions.
awfully wilted
It seemed to me he already knew everything about St. Leone.
So, nothing useful.
Useful? Hardly. I accompanied him here just as I did with you, and when I realized he wasn't going to ask me anything, I left. I figured he preferred to be alone.
Are you sure you didn't notice anything in particular?
No, I told you. Except that he was looking along the lower level of the church while he was praying.
You were really helpful.
If you say so.
I suppose you know everything about St. Leone.
There's no rock or crack in this place. I haven't examined thoroughly. This church was built before the current village. And although it's not possible to establish a date, there are documents with evidence that its construction dates back to the 13th century.
800 years. Wow.
Oh no. We estimate the structure on which the church was built was probably a Roman temple.
Yeah, that usually happened with medieval churches.
The name St. Leone refers to Leone the Great, the 5th century pope who stopped the invasion of Rome carried out by Attila and his Huns.
You are the most knowledgeable keeper I have ever known.
I'm also the guide and the souvenirs clerk. You know, these days, you must have more than one job in order to survive.
More than one job, huh?
Nothing else here.
Thanks for everything. Goodbye.
Enjoy your visit.
Is he going to... He's just going to watch. Okay.
They haven't been used for some time. I don't want to sit or pray. This is one of those drapes used as decoration.
What are you doing?
Please, I need this drape just for a second.
Do you think you can violate a sacred temple this way?
I promise I'll put everything back as it was. I had an idea.
You can't imagine the efforts the community of Capena makes to keep this place
He's going to
intact.
shoot us, isn't he?
If every curious tourist started touching everything, our funding problems would be even worse. So please, don't touch that drape.
Okay.
Another window. That window seems a little different than the others. Windows depicting sacred images. Better if I don't touch them. Windows depicting sacred images. Better if I don't touch them. It's too heavy to carry around. Nowadays, you can only find these objects in churches. I've nothing else to ask him. He's the church keeper. He seems more attentive than necessary.
Maybe we can bribe him. Considering he's so worried about money.
I don't like it, but I'm afraid I've got to make an exception. You told me about a problem with funds earlier.
You said it. The church not only needs refurbishment, but often simple maintenance as well. This is not the kind of honor poor St. Leone deserves. By the way, do you know he was pope for over 20 years? He must
Pope
have had a
Leo
hard
the
time in
First.
452.
Okay, I understand. Do you accept
Dual-wielding
donations?
katanas.
Huh? Oh, of course.
You know, I really need to examine some elements of this church more closely.
We can bribe him.
Are you a bit tight-fisted, mister?
Sorry, but I don't have much money with me right now.
Don't worry. I was just joking. It's so difficult to find someone able to understand and appreciate art today. You can look around as much as you want, but please be careful.
Thank you so much.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Cheat James.
Take this postcard that shows a view of Capena. I have to offer one for each donation. I'm not only the keeper, remember?
Free postcard.
I see.
Fair enough.
And how many more do you still have?
I think I have 3 full boxes in my car.
I thought so.
Better if I move on now. But just to be clear, when I come back, I want to find everything as it is, okay?
Of course. Don't worry.
Okay, so now we can take this drape.
I have to be careful. The Pope is holding a cross. In the middle of the medallion he's wearing, there's a hole with well-defined edges.
Huh.
The Pope is... I'd like to visit it. I hope to have the chance to do that soon. I wonder how old it is.
Okay, well, we've heard that this window is a little different than the others.
I can't reach it.
No, huh? I don't see anything that would extend my reach. What about that? Can I pick that up?
It's too heavy to carry around.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I could wrap the candle snuffer in the drape. I'll keep it in mind.
Okay. Now can I put it up on the window like you seem to want to?
I can't reach it. It's too heavy to carry around. Nowadays, you can only... That window seems...
Okay, what am I missing?
The Pope is... It's too heavy to carry... Nowadays, you can... It's too heavy to carry around.
I'm only asking you to carry it in here.
The Pope is... The picture represents Leone the Great, who became... The Pope... The picture...
Okay.
I can't reach it.
What am I missing? Oh, it gave me a new item.
I can use the candle snuffer.
It gave me a new item. Okay.
Cristoforo's clues don't surprise me anymore.
Okay.
Look at the cross, and the light will extend its longer
Oh my
arm.
god, my first guess was right. Take that, Dr. Jones. Okay.
The sun's beam has enlightened this area.
So you're going to do anything with it?
There's a sort of hexagonal opening. The sun's beam has enlightened this area.
Hexagonal opening. Do I have anything that can fit in a hexagonal... Anything at all I can fit in a hexagonal... I don't have anything. No. Why did we not pack a set of Allen wrenches for this? The silicone? Nope. Well, that's annoying.
I should put the drake back first.
We don't have anything here. We didn't even have a... Well, we didn't have a pencil we could, check. Maybe maybe we can actually get into James's room now. Or not James's room, but... What's-his-face's room. Somebody hid in the bottle.
I've got nothing else to ask. Judging by the way the sister's trying to hide it, I bet it's not holy water. I don't think the nun would allow me to take it. Those must be the keys Cristoforo left here. Maybe I can find a way to convince the nun to give me the keys.
Just taking a little bit of the Holy Spirit.
I don't think the sister would be Judging by the way the sister's I don't think the nun would allow me to take it.
Well, empty bottle. Apparently she did finish it off. Maybe she will trade the keys for more wine?
Oh? And what's this? Grappa? And it seems to be a vintage year. Why are you showing it to me?
Trade
You
some
know,
keys?
It's been a hard day for everyone, and I see you're a bit stressed.
For God's sake, no, I can't take it. I haven't got permission from the Mother Superior.
I noticed that empty bottle clumsily hidden behind you.
Oh, that one? It's not mine.
Didn't you say you were here all alone?
Oh. Okay, fine. But you must understand that this little sin of mine has cost me too much in the past.
You know, this is the reason they sent me to work in
James
the
the
lunchroom.
sinner.
But after what I saw today, the body on the floor, the paramedics...
I can be very discreet. Don't you remember?
You're really an angel, young man. Thank you so much.
Sure, how about the keys now?
Can I take Cristoforo's keys?
Well, if you don't tell anybody you gave me this amazing anti-stress medication, I won't say why those keys are missing.
Thank you, sister.
You scratch my back and I'll scratch yours, apparently. Yeah, James the sinner. So, let's see.
I have no reason to go upstairs.
Why?
No, I didn't rent a room.
But we did take a key. Okay.
Cristoforo's keys. Apart from his room
Oh,
and car
okay.
keys, there is also a strange hexagonal one.
So there's just a hex key in the keys. Still say we should have packed a set of Allen wrenches.
It's worth a try.
Yeah, anti-stress medication.
A diary and a cell phone.
And it could hit on the back of the head. No?
I can turn the phone on. It seems to contain a file I could open on a computer. But its access is blocked by a PIN code.
Gee.
It seems like a sort of diary belonging to that banker, Antonio Morano. If Cristoforo thought hiding it was the right thing to do, maybe it's because Morano discovered something important.
Now we can turn pages.
According to the diary, this Dream Res received some suspicious loans. I'd better write the name down.
So, Dream Res. Okay, nothing else there. Attentive reader. where's my notepad? 3795.
I can turn the phone on.
We have a pin code.
I can turn the phone on.
We have a code. We could try. The diary was written by her father, not by her.
I can turn the phone on. It seems to contain a file I could open on a computer, but its access is blocked by a PIN code.
Okay. So I guess I can only check the file on a computer. Fair enough. We have a computer. If the game will load. Oh, I can type.
So Cristoforo wrote down the PIN in his notepad. There's almost nothing in the mobile memory, so he was probably using a new card. It seems like just another precaution to me.
That's him. I hope he won't realize I'm recording him, or I could be in big trouble.
So, Bray, they say they have certain papers. Is 50,000 enough to get them back?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know. We're keeping an eye on you.
Right. Maybe I had those papers, but now they are safe.
Are you fucking kidding me? If you want to live to see another day, you'd better stop joking. I warn you, I'll get those papers back.
Apart from
We are dealing with the
Cristoforos'
mob,
voice,
aren't
there
we?
are two other men in the video. I must find out who they are. I've obtained an image that shows them both.
Okay. And what was the name of that thing? Something we needed to actually search for? Dream Res. Okay. I need to use the...
A real estate company? And this man, Avila, seems to be the owner. It's not much to base any conclusions on, though.
With Silvano Apish. Okay.
That's him. I hope he won't realize I'm recording him, or I could be in big trouble.
So, Bray, they say they have certain papers.
I can't just speed through it. I've got to watch the whole thing again, huh?
That's him. I hope he won't realize I'm recording him, or I could be in big trouble.
So, Bray, they say they have certain papers. Is 50,000 enough to get them back?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know. We're keeping an eye on you.
Right. Maybe I had those papers, but now they are safe.
Are you fucking kidding me? If you want to live to see another day, you'd better stop joking. I warn you, I'll get those papers back.
Okay. So, what did that tell us? We gotta figure out who they are. He does kind of look like a grizzled Lupin, yeah. Okay, this building kind of looks like the one in that video. Kind of see the bottom in there and that sign.
I don't want to go in. I'm almost a... This is one of the shops of Rione Regola. I don't want to... This is one...
Okay.
Judging from the sign and the section of street I can see, I'd say the meeting in that video took place exactly here. I don't think it's a good idea to enter this way.
Oh, why not?
I like that clock. Too bad there are a couple of extra zeros on the price tag. I like that clock. This is the intercom buzzer of the jewelry shop.
Yes?
Hi, I was wondering if you could...
I'm sorry, we're closed. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
I don't want to buy anything. I'd only like to ask you a few questions, if possible.
Wait a second.
I have many things to do. What do you want?
Why are you closed?
We are taking stock.
I see.
After all the chaos in the neighborhood, I knew I wouldn't do any business today. I think I saw you near the ambulance. What happened?
An accident. Unfortunately, yes. A priest.
Will he recover?
I hope so. Does this photo remind you of anything?
No, why should it?
The man in the photo is standing near this shop, but his face is blurred. Are you that man?
I'd say no. Yes, he looks like me, but this area is usually very crowded, so it could be anyone. Besides, I don't dress that way.
Do you recognize the man in this photo?
Well, no, I don't know him. Why do you show pictures to people? Do you think it's normal? Are you a carabinier?
No, but I need to talk to this man. Urgently.
Why?
We've got... a common friend.
And what makes you think I know who he is?
Well, the picture was taken in this area.
Do you think I know all the people that work nearby? Please, don't waste my time. I have to get back to work. This break has lasted too long.
Yeah, I think our store owner is not exactly being truthful with us.
He definitely recognized the man, but he didn't want to tell me his name. Maybe I should put him on the spot somehow.
That's new.
I usually don't pick up cigar butts, but this could be important evidence.
Yeah, he did give us the Italian version of the finger. Did he not?
The cigar the jeweler was smoking. Yes, it's definitely the same type of cigar. I was already sure the man in the background was the jeweler, but now I can prove it.
You again? What do you want?
I once had to tell a patient who suffered from breathing problems to quit smoking.
Oh, really? And what does that have to do with me?
He only smoked Cuban cigars. Just like the one you were smoking before.
What?
You are the man who witnessed the meeting. And you were smoking the same kind of cigar, can't you see?
Who the hell are you? Do I have to call the police?
Listen, a friend of mine is in trouble. And the man I showed you before is the only one who can tell me why. So please, help me.
If he's in trouble, I wouldn't be surprised if it had something to do with that fellow.
What do you mean?
All right, maybe I was there, but I didn't hear a thing, okay? Nor am I interested in knowing what they told each other.
It doesn't matter. I just need to know who that man is.
You really don't know?
I'm not from around here.
I should have realized.
What's his name?
Well, I suppose I can tell you his name, since he's very well known in this neighborhood. I think his name is Maurizio Tarso, but everyone calls him Massimino. Generally, it's difficult to see him outside his own turf. He's got a nightclub, the Raja, in a rough area of the city.
Thank you so much.
If I were you, I would keep away from that place. Massimino doesn't like new faces. Just to be clear, he's always been very kind to me. You just need to mind your own business and pay the right people.
I think I get what you mean. Thanks a lot.
Funny enough, I had pizza before I started streaming. Okay, so... this is only chapter 1. How far does this chapter go?
Here we are, the Raja. I hope I don't have to wait too long.
Buonasera, Marque.
Buonasera, guys.
There he is, finally, Massimino. I mustn't lose them. I'll try to follow them.
Try to follow them? Oh. Uh-huh.
Damn, I've lost him.
Oh good, we get multiple attempts at this. Uh-huh. Well, we know going up it doesn't get us anywhere.
Damn, I've lost him.
Really? Okay. Get it right. Apparently we have to go this way. Did I finish it?
Damn, I've lost him.
No, I did not. Okay.
All we needed was a garbage truck.
Take it there are checkpoints around here, I guess. This way. I take it that got me there?
Hi.
Have you brought the briefcase?
Sure. Let's go inside to see how much this trifle will cost you.
That That is a very, very weird route, yes. Look, a bush!
Construction in progress. I can't go over the barriers.
Okay.
It's certainly an expensive car. I need to find out who the owner is. I can't get there while that man is around. This car could be a good hiding place. My car. It certainly isn't a trash can for sorted waste. Too far. Judging from its condition, the gardener hasn't been here for a long time. I'm a bit too big to hide in the bushes. I can't. That man might see me. I can't get there while that man is around. This car could be a good hiding place.
Uh-huh. Well, let's see. There's a man we need to distract, huh? Can we dangle keys? I got nowhere to dangle them.
He's probably just the bodyguard of the man who got out of that car.
Except I can't see him because you're completely in the way there, James.
I can't go over.
So there's a guy sitting right here. Okay.
It's certainly an expense. I can't get there while...
I can't jangle keys to distract him. Anything else? Can we stab him? No. No. Other keys? No. Can we bribe him? Bribery? No. No bribery this time. Can we throw the book at him? No.
I could let Cristoforos' phone ring, but I must be sure that man doesn't see me.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I could let Cristoforos' phone ring, but I must be sure that man doesn't see me.
Okay, so the phone is the answer.
I could let Cristoforos' phone ring, but I must be sure that man doesn't see me. Not now. He might see me. Not now. He might see me.
Okay, so he needs some distraction elsewhere, right? Huh.
I could let Christoph... I could let... I could let... I could let Christoph...
There's supposed to be a guy there, but I can't see the guy. Unless we are talking about that one right there.
I'll hide Cristoforos' phone in the bush.
Okay, so that... Okay. Fair enough. For whatever reason, I thought we changed clothes and that was us in the foreground. I didn't realize that we were way back there. Can you hurry it up, man?
I can't get there while that man is around. I'm a bit too big to hide in the bushes. I can't. That man might see me.
Uh-huh.
What?
Okay, so we called the number.
It's impossible to sneak into a car like this. I needed... You can see your reflection in that car, but the license plate is so dirty that I can't read the numbers. I don't know why, but I have the impression that's a good thing for the owner.
Well, we can clean
I
off the
can't.
license plates.
That man might see me. Yes, I can clean it this way. I wrote the license plate number in my notepad, but unfortunately one of the characters was impossible to read.
Okay. Guess the only place we can go is home. Fair enough. Call the grandma. I wish we had access to the grandma for him. Okay, nope, that didn't help. I wonder if Mario has any useful hints for us now.
Hi, Mario.
Good evening, Doc.
Listen, Mario. I know it may seem a bit strange, but I need to find out the owner of a car with a certain license plate number. I need it for...
I don't need to know why, Doc. I trust you.
I know it's quite a peculiar request, but since you have so many contacts...
And you've asked the right person. The sister of my brother-in-law's niece, or was she my cousin's niece? No. Maybe she was just a friend. I don't remember. Anyway, she owes me a favor. She's a good girl. She works at the police station.
That's handy.
Do you think you can help me?
Sure. Listen, as soon as I get back home, I'll pick up the phone and... Well, you know what? I will call her from here, right now.
And you're friendly.
Oh, really, it's not
You're gonna
necessary.
end up being the ultimate villain, aren't you?
Hello? Anita? Hey, it's Mario, the barman. Yes? What? What? Annie, I can't hear you. Who gives a damn if your boss is playing the cuckoo, ukuluke?
Ukulele?
That one. Move away, will you? Sorry, Doc.
No problem.
Oh, okay, Annie, I need you to check a license plate number for me. Yes. Okay. Tell me, Doc.
I have to confess that, unfortunately, the license plate number is incomplete.
Ah, Annie, the license plate number is incomplete. You've got to search a little. Come on. Do I have to beg you? Have you forgotten the time I got you those nameplates for your office? What do you mean you haven't got time? She says she doesn't have time, Doc.
So I gathered.
Oh, yeah. Okay. She's saying she can give us her access data for the online records of the motor vehicles department, so you can check it yourself.
Mario, are you sure this is legal?
Don't worry, Doc. We're not in America. Okay, Annie, wait a moment. Are you writing? Okay, so username Anita-L, password Noke27. Annie, how do you write Noke? With a C? With a K, Doc?
Fine.
Okay. Well, it's all right.
Say thanks from me, too.
Annie, don't complain, because now a handsome man owes you a favor.
Oh, God, no.
I'm joking, Doc. Okay, then. I'll catch you later. Oh, wait, Annie. Listen, you and me, are we relatives? Hey, Anita. The line must have gone dead.
Imagine that.
So, is everything clear?
Of course, Mario. I will forever be in your debt.
Never mind.
Great, now we owe him a favor. Tab doesn't work the same way. C star G2. So there are two choices here, the three choices with luxury cars.
No, the information doesn't match. No, the information doesn't match. If I remember correctly, this Avola should be the owner of DreamRes, so he is the owner of the car.
Okay, we have a license plate number, we have... Okay.
Maybe I can find another piece of the puzzle in Roberto Avola's house.
Oh, God. We're gonna go snooping through someone's house, aren't we? Somehow this worries me. Oh, we might get a few game overs here.
It's a common garbage bin. It seems rather clean. I don't want to dig through the waste.
Might help.
It should be possible to climb over from here. It seems like one of those closed-circuit cameras. There are a lot of them in the hospital where I work. The access to the cars. It's electronically closed. What did I expect? I must deactivate it somehow, or this raid will finish before it begins. I can't reach it.
Okay, so we got to deactivate the camera. No. This caulk has got to have a use. Nope, can't cut the line. Yeah, we're doing all this because a friend of ours got pushed down some stairs. I still say he was clumsy and he tripped. Yes, no. Okay, Nope, can't use that to plug up anything.
I wouldn't know who to call. Yes, I can use it to sneak into the mansion.
Oh, okay. Click on things in the correct order. This is nothing out here. Just raccoons.
I must deactivate it somehow, or this raid will finish before it begins.
Okay.
I don't want to go down yet. Now.
Nope, can't use that to make a pretty picture for him. Nope. above the camera? No.
Maybe I can cut the wire that powers the camera. Done.
No electrical shock for
now
us?
They're blind. I've always wanted to say that.
Man, he is a roaring
It
good
seems
fighter, doesn't
Avola is going to burn some important documents in the fireplace. I've got to hurry up.
he? Okay. Have access to 4 points here. What's this?
It won't take long for... I don't think removing the sheet is a good idea. They could realize I'm here. I've always thought free climbing wasn't for me. But there's a first time for everything. I must climb up. I must climb up.
So climb, maybe?
I must climb up. I can't hold on any longer. I must climb up. Not now. I must climb up.
Yeah, we must have gotten a splinter or something. That's a lucky guess.
Without a red suit and a sack of toys? Nowadays, only the ancient houses have a fireplace. Or the luxury ones. You can see luxurious furniture from here. I think it's locked, but I can't break into the house like this anyway. I think it's locked. I think it's locked.
No.
There's no need to force it. There's no need to force it. This way I can seal the window. Now that I've sealed it with silicone, it won't be easy to open. You can see luxurious furniture from here. There's no need to force. I wouldn't know who to call.
Okay. Why did we do that?
Without a red... Nowadays, only the ancient... You can see luxurious furniture from here.
Uh-huh.
I don't think removing the sheet is a... I won't go back until I find out something more.
Okay. Huh. Huh. If we could pull the sheet up there, we could block the chimney.
I don't think removing the sheet is a good idea. They could realize I'm here.
Okay. I guess we don't need
I'll
all
cut
the
one
sheets.
piece off.
I think they'll notice that. I'm just saying.
I tore off part of the sheet. Done. Avola will soon have to come out.
And then we can shoot him. Or just stab him with the scaffold.
What the hell is going on?
Just stab him with the scaffold.
The flu!
Cristoforo's briefcase.
So that was all just automatically done for us, I take it?
I hope the most important evidence didn't burn. Receipts, bank statements, documents about funding granted to DreamRes by the Cooperative Credit Bank of Austria. Antonio Morano was right. That's why they never sent him all the dossiers he asked for. DreamRes benefited from larger financing operations, giving back only the smallest part. No traces of humanitarian projects. The bank continued withdrawing the funds coming from IOR. There's also a note about Massimino. Part of the money regularly passed through his hands. Why? I can't believe we are talking about money laundering! Through the Cooperative Credit Bank of Austria, Avila with his DreamRes, and Massimino and his associates, a huge amount of money moved freely through their hands thanks to an IOR account. Damn, those accounts are ciphered. There's no way to prove it. I must think of something.
Here you are.
Let her breathe. I'm a doctor. Miss? How are you? What's this? A gun.
Don't call anyone.
Do you understand you had an accident? You need to go to the hospital.
No, no hospitals, or I'm as good as dead. Don't worry. I'll explain everything, but do what I'm telling you.
Hold on to me. Let's go. I live upstairs.
What happened? I mean, what? What? Well, what happened?
Try not to move. You've suffered a shock.
Yeah, right.
Let me have a look. I should really take you to the hospital.
No hospital. I'm fine.
The strongest blow was the one to your head, but you don't seem to be wounded. Can you tell me your name?
I'm Elisa Flavi, the famous reporter.
Never heard of her.
You're not the only one.
What's your name, really?
Sylvia.
Well, Sylvia...
My last name. On our first date.
I only ask because... never mind. Can you tell me what 4 times 3 equals?
What?
I need to know if your mental faculties are still functional.
According to what? I've always been bad at math.
Just try to answer, please.
All right, I've had enough. 12. Are you happy?
I think the shock was less serious than I thought.
How many stupid questions does it usually take to realize that, genius?
Do you feel pain? To your arm or your head, for example? Do you feel dizzy? Is your sight blurry?
I'm just fine, thank you. A rock.
You experienced a strong blow. It's not a good idea to make fun of me, or I'll take you to the hospital.
My head is spinning, and I feel some pain in my knee.
I guess
Yes,
we're playing
that's
as her
normal.
now.
Everything seems okay. Nothing that can't be solved with a good night's sleep.
So, I won't die tonight, will I? Maybe.
You can't move for now. So if you don't want to go to the hospital, you've got to stay here tonight.
I had to run into someone just like you, of all people.
What do you mean?
The photo with that guy? The face of a kind man. The crucifix on the wall. I bet you also have a Bible in your pocket, Mr. Priest.
That's not my... And I'm not a... Hey, I think it's your turn to do some explaining.
This is not a confessional.
Why do you have a gun?
Oh well, here we go. A girl doesn't have the right to defend herself from the bad people on the streets this late?
Are you just using this weapon for self-defense? So you must have a license to carry a gun.
Of course, but I must have left it in my other jacket. Or maybe it flew away when I got hit. What do you think? Maybe you took it to frame me.
And what about the picture you had in your pocket? Do you know the man beside me in that photo?
No.
So why do you have a picture of him?
Why? Priests also carry photos of perfect strangers in their pockets, don't they? What do you call them? Saints, right?
Watch your words, girl. That man is a friend of mine, and now he's fighting to survive.
I got it. You want his photo as a keepsake. You could have just asked.
Enough! I'm just trying to understand what the hell is going on. I need to know if you know him, and why.
Okay. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. This photo was in
I
the
really
wallet
like her.
I stole.
Are you a thief?
Only when lunchtime is approaching, and I have no money in my pocket.
Did you steal my friend's wallet?
Yes, this morning. Are we done? Can you absolve me, Father?
You're lying. I know you're lying. But I don't understand why.
What can I say? Everyone has problems. Mine is not being persuasive enough. Yours is always being surrounded by people who drop dead. Or almost.
Both of us must think. I should think about why I'm keeping you here overnight. And you should think about the lies you keep telling. I'll leave you in peace now. Obviously, I won't be able to get anything else out of you. I don't think you're in any condition to leave this place, but you never know. So I better take some precautions. Later, you'd better tell me the whole truth. Maybe you avoided the hospital, but don't make me call the police.
Amen.
Two hours later.
I haven't got much time. I didn't finish my job, so they'll soon send somebody to arrange things. I can't be taken by surprise.
Oh God, we gotta set up it. What do we got?
It's a mop to clean floors. I don't want to clean this room, but I think it could be useful in a more creative way.
Well, your speech is kind of stilted there, Sylvia.
A small lamp. A blanket. The priest left it for me, thinking to do me a favor. Maybe I can accomplish something with this.
So we have a mop.
It seems
have a
the
blanket?
priest has not finished tidying this place up yet.
That speech is just really stilted.
It's a good place to hide, but I need to prepare my trap first.
Okay.
The main electric power switch. This light source is enough.
Pillow.
I really can't relax now. Whoever comes looking for me will expect to find me there.
Okay. So I guess we gotta set up a fake us.
This puppet will fool whoever they send for me, at least for the short time needed. It's a good place to hide, but I need to prepare my trap first.
Okay.
All I have to do is turn off the lamp. I'll hide among the large boxes behind the door. I'm sure someone will soon be here.
Couldn't have gotten more takes with this reading, could you?
Somebody's coming. I can feel it.
Somebody has some good
That man is... dead? I'm calling the police.
Don't call anyone, priest. That man was here to kill me.
To kill you? Why?
You really don't get it. I was here to kill you, priest.
thrilled face. Okay, that's something special right there. Are there 7 acts? It would make sense. We've had Greed, and then the next one is Wrath. Sunday. You know what? I'm not going to do this. Granted, that is not a terrible song or anything, but good God. And it just went away. Interesting! It just decided to completely go away there. Weird. Okay, so yeah, that's not a bad game. It's dense as all hell, and the puzzles are... Good God, the puzzles. The puzzles are obtuse, and you get, like, no hints. Or very, very thin, very small hints. What's going on? Yeah, it wasn't moon logic, but it was just kind of... Where do we go next, and what am I supposed to be focusing on? That type of thing happened a lot. Yeah, it's not a good Nancy Drew game. It's definitely a good conspiracy theory game, and I wouldn't mind playing more of it. But as I was trying to say, over the music that the end credits popped up with, definitely doesn't seem to fit the whole spooky aesthetic that I was tending to want to go for on Sundays. I think next Sunday I'm going to see if I can pull up Limbo or Inside to kind of keep the whole vibe I got off of Little Nightmares. Because I have played neither of those all the way through. But it is, that Shadows on the Vatican, if I hadn't been streaming it and I'd just been kind of, you know, felt more free to just kind of explore and all that without being on camera, probably would have enjoyed it a little more. Probably a mistake to stream that one blind. Inside better be played after Limbo? Yeah, probably. So yeah, like I said, I will probably pull up Limbo and or Inside for next Sunday. But next Saturday, it is definitely time to get back in the Danganronpa life. Because we have another episode to play there. 11 o'clock. That took 2 and 3/4 hours to get through. Yeah, I think we spent a decent amount of time on that game. Like I said, not a bad game, just doesn't really fit the aesthetic I would typically go for. Oh well. Anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut the stream here. And I will see you guys back next Saturday for Ultra Despair Girls. Just get ready for me to fail a whole lot at that game. I have not yet actually played that game 100% all the way through because there are some parts that just frustrated me. Yeah. They're probably not going to frustrate me any less on stream, but I will be more motivated to actually get through them on stream rather than suffer through them on the PS Vita. Anyway, take care, folks. I will see you back next weekend for more. Later, all.